Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for clicking on this video. In this video, we are going to do a double applique patch. Now this, I'm going to show you, this is going to be in two parts. I'm going to do part one, where I show you how to design your own in Embrilliance Stitch Artist 3. And then in the next video, so you need to turn on your post notification bell for this one, I'm gonna show you how you could use it to make a patch using Lowe's sheet, the Lowe's plastic sheeting. So if that is something you're interested in, remember to give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So if that is something you're interested in, do keep on watching. Guys, we are in Embrilliance software, and today what we're going to do, we are going to make a double applique patch that we could use to stitch out either on a shirt or on as a patch. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go up here to where it says preference, and I'm going to choose the hoop that I want to use. In this case, I'm going to leave mine at a 5 by 7 inch. If you look right here, you see that this is a 5 by 7 inch hoop. You're going to choose based on what hoop size you are using, and all you have to do is just press OK. And then the first thing we're going to do, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to go into create mode. Now what create mode does is that it shows you all the levels that you have paid for. So when I click on it, you're going to see this icon that comes up, and it's going to show you all the levels that you have paid for. In my case, I'm using Stitch Artist level 3. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use a true type font for this patch. So I'm going to go over here where it says add a true type font. I'm going to click on that. So right here where you see this TT, that's a true type font. When you click on it, it's going to open another window for you to write the text that you want. So in this case, I'm going to write the word saved. And I'm going to use this font that's called Girls Lover. I absolutely love this font. I've been using it a lot. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to size this font however I want. You could drag it, make it however you want. I don't want it very big because since I'm using a double applique, then I don't want it too big. So I'm going to size it how I want it. Also, you could play with the letters, make them bigger, wider, however you want it. That just depends on you and your preference. So I'll just leave it as that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this into an applique. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to change this artwork to stitches. Now, the first stitch that I want to do is a run stitch. Okay, so the run stitch is this first stitch. When you look up to your top menu bar, you're going to see stitch. The first stitch is a run stitch. I'm going to change it into a run stitch. Now you have to ensure that everything is selected. If you look over here on my objects panel, you're going to see that everything is selected. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to create a run stitch. When I create a run stitch, there are a few things that happen. You're going to go down and you're going to see the properties, and you're going to see that it's telling me that I had a single run stitch and the length of my run stitch is 2.5. It also gives you an option to change the color. Now in my case, I don't want to change the color as yet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna leave the color as it is. All right. Now, before I do anything, I want to add something else to this text. So I'm going to incorporate a BX font. Now, in order to get a BX font, you're going to go up to the top menu bar. You're going to see an A, which says Create Letters. Now, I'm going to click on that. And over on my Properties panel, I'm going to type in by Grace. Okay. And then I am going to click on that drop down and I'm going to select one of my BX fonts. Anyone will do. I'm going to select Stitch LE and I'm going to do the 1 millimeter. Okay, this looks good. I think I'm going to do, it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to do the 0.75 millimeter. Okay. I don't want the patch to be very big, and that is why I am trying to manipulate it so that it doesn't come out too big. You could choose whatever text you want. Let me see how pasta salad looks. That's one of my favorites. Okay, I'll use pasta salad. I like how that one looks. Okay. All right, now this patch is already way too big. So what I'm going to do, I am going to size it down just a little bit. And if you notice, it's actually, I don't want to size it too much so that it messes with the stitches. And for the by Grace, I'm going to take it down a little bit more because I don't want it to be too close to the saved. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to finish my applique stitches, okay? So I'm going to click on all the run stitches that I have. I'm not clicking on the by Grace for right now. Okay, I'm going to deselect that one. And I'm going to click on all the run stitches for the saved. And what I'm going to do, I am going to copy and paste another set of run stitches. So I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to go back to Paste. I'm going to go to Edit and I'm going to paste. You can also do it from this icon right here, right beside the undo button. And I'm going to change that color. So I'm going to change that color to a different color. Why? Because I don't want I want my machine to stop each time. I'm going to press OK. So now you see that the color is changed. I'm going to ensure that I'm in create mode also. Because if you're not in create mode, you're not going to see the options for properties. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change that single run to a bean stitch. So all you have to do is to click on that drop down that says single and you're going to see more option, and I'm going to click on bean. And I'm going to press the bean stitch. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I am going to make another copy. So I'm going to go right here. So I showed you how to get it from Edit. You could also get it right here at this icon. Copy. And I'm going to click on Paste. And for that last one now, I'm going to make it a satin border. Now to get your satin border, it's this third icon that says satin border. And I'm going to look at my properties for my satin border. And I see that it's 3.5 in width. I'm okay with that. I'm also going to change that color because the machine is not going to stop. it's gonna keep going. So you have to change your colors each time. So I'm going to click on that blue and I'm gonna press OK. Now there are a few things happening here. They are butted up to each other. So I'm going to select all the S's. You notice all the S's are selected because when you look at the objects panel, you see all the S's selected. And I'm just gonna scoot that over. Okay, I'm also going to select all the V's. See that? All the V's are selected. I'm gonna scoot it over so that it doesn't butt up to the other one. Okay, we are looking good. This you could take to the software and stitch it out and it comes out good. The only thing I'm going to do is to click on my satin border and I'm gonna look at the underlay. And I see that there's an edge run there. I don't want an edge run. I'm gonna take it off. And I'm gonna leave parallel and zigzag. That's okay. Now this is okay. Just gonna scoot this over a little bit. Now for my sequencing, for my Saved by Grace, I'm gonna put that to the bottom. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to right click and then I'm gonna press move to last. Okay. Now this is sequenced properly. This looks absolutely beautiful. And what I'm gonna do, I am going to select everything. So I'm gonna press Ctrl A. And everything is selected. Now I'm looking at the size and it's telling me that it is about 5 inches in width by 2 inches high. That is okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to now create the double applique part of it. Okay, so this is gonna be the inside of the patch. Now I want to create the border for the outline. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go over to my path and I'm going to go to this button that says create an outline from the stitches on this page. I'm going to click on it. When I click on it, you're going to see down here at the bottom that there's an outline that was made. Without clicking off, I'm going to go to where it says inflate object, which is the last icon in your path. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to inflate all the way up to 10 millimeters. And I'm going to tell it to remove the holes and I'm going to press OK. After I do that, you're going to have a lot of things happening here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this icon and I'm going to create union. Okay? When I create union, you're going to see that there is one, looking over here on the objects, there is an option that says union. That is the piece that you want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click off and all the other ones I'm going to delete. So all these outlines, I'm going to delete them. And I'm going to leave only that one that says union. Okay? So if you notice, all those little bubbles are gone. And the only thing that I have left is this piece right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to click on the union and I'm gonna change that one, okay, from just an artwork to a run stitch. Okay, so if you look here, you see that there's a run stitch now around that word Saved by Grace. And I'm going to change that color. All right, so it gives you blue. I'm going to leave it as blue. Well, I'm going to change the color because the other one is blue. So I'm going to change it to Periwinkle. doesn't matter what color you use, just know that for each of these, change the color because you want your machine to stop at each time. So what I'm going to do for that run, I am going to actually move it first. So I'm going to right click and move it first because I want this to stitch out first. Now this one is going to show you where you're going to place your fabric. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I am going to click on that outline again. I'm going to extend the page, and that run I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it. Now when I paste it, I'm going to change that color to a different color, to a different maybe blue, and I'm going to press OK, and I'm also going to move it to the second icon. So move first, then I'm going to drag it, move it to the second one. Let me undo. Okay, so the second one, so here I have one run stitch, and then I have another run stitch that's gonna do, which is a different color. That run stitch, I'm going to change it to a bean stitch. Okay, now the last thing I'm gonna do is to duplicate again. I'm gonna press copy and I'm gonna paste, and I'm gonna change that from a run to a satin border, and I'm gonna make that satin border 4 millimeters. Okay, and I'm gonna see that I have an edge run. Don't want an edge run, take it off. Now this satin border, I'm going to move it to the third icon. Okay, I'm gonna move it to the third icon. I'm gonna put that in that tree. Okay, all right, so this is what you are going to have for your patch. I'm gonna press Ctrl A to see the size. I see that my patch is going to be 6 inches by 3 inches, almost 4 inches, which is perfect for me. You can make your patch however you would like. Now this looks good. I'm gonna run the simulator for you to see how it's gonna stitch out. So let me make it a little faster. So what it's gonna do is gonna do a tack down stitch, then it's gonna do a placement, and then it's gonna do a zigzag stitch. After it does that, it is going to do the applique for the word saved. Okay, so it's gonna do that applique saved. That looks really good. Takes forever. Okay, and then the final thing it's going to do, it's going to do that by grease. Okay, and that looks absolutely amazing. Now what I'm going before you save this, ensure that it is centered in the hoop. So you're going to go to ensure that everything is selected, go to utilities, and you click on center in hoop. Okay, so you have to ensure that you do that first. I'm going to take you now on the journey of stitching it out and showing you how it looks when it is stitched out. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this file as, I'm going to go to file, and I'm going to do save as stitch and working, and I don't want it to save in thumbnail, desktop. I'm gonna save it as double applique, and this is a PES file. I'm gonna save it as a PES. Okay, and double applique saved, and I'm gonna press. Now I went ahead and I saved it. Now what we're gonna do now is to cut it out. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We are going to cut it out.